But what's the best way to penalize somebody? Like, minus a point.
In my opinion, just take away a point. That's it. It's not,
He's like, I still can't fucking see.
take away a point. Like, the warning should be in the back, and then the first time you do it, you take away a point. Forget about this intentional nonsense. Again, the point that I was trying to say, and I've said it ad nauseum over the past, I don't know how long, 15 or so years. In every other sport, no one sits around when there's an infraction, pass interference, face mask, holding, charge, travel, goaltend, whatever the case may be. No one sits around. No referee sits around with his colleagues and says, did they mean to do it or not? And if they didn't mean to do it, let's let them go. Let's give them a stern warning. There's too much at stake here. There's too much at stake. It's a 15-minute fight. You're like, Jason Herzog said something to Tom that he put in his video blog, and I understand what Jason was trying to say. I think it sounded really bad the way in which he said it. I don't think I would have phrased it that way, but basically what he said is the best part about cheating is that it works, right? And so what he was trying to tell him was like, if I poke you in the eye, if your opponent pokes you in the eye, it is going to affect you. Yeah. So just focus on getting better and let me do my job. But you know what? If you actually take what he said at face value, it does work in MMA, because more often than not, you poke someone in the eye, you hit them below the belt, you grab onto the cage when someone's trying to take you down. Guess what? Nothing happens, and you're better off for it, the guy who did it. And it's annoying to see someone like Tom get poked in the eye multiple times, by the way. Like you mentioned, like, kind of being scared, that reflex. No one talks about the takedown attempt. No one talks about what happened there. And then it happened, with the double eye poke. And he's the bad guy because there's DJ, you know better than anyone, there is so much at stake. Tom Aspinall loses that fight. He goes all the way down the queue, right? He has to work his way back up. Look at the past year that this guy has had. And so there's so much at stake. He's not thinking like, oh, is Dana White and the UFC going to be mad at me? He just wants to see and be as close to 100% as possible. So I don't blame him. I don't think Cyril did it on purpose, but there has to be ramifications and repercussions for what you do. And the fight ending like that is the repercussion, and it should have been a DQ. Ultimately, the DQ no contest is a moot point because Tom retains and they have to rebook it anyway. But the point is, like, look at Petr Yan and Aljo. Jan threw the knee. They said it was intentional. He lost the belt. It should always be a DQ, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, you brought up something that's kind of fascinating, is that why do you think we get to the point now when a foul happens, everybody's like, okay, relax. Okay, hey, do you think he did it? I don't know if he did it. Like, why do you think they have that discussion amongst everybody? Where could it just be like...
Because it's no contest or DQ. So if it's unintentional, no contest. And that doesn't count as a loss, right? And so if it's intentional, it's DQ. And I don't think they want to call anyone a cheater. And I don't think they want to give an L to someone who, in their mind, made a mistake.
Gotcha. Why I always
an infraction is an infraction.
Yeah. Why I sit there and I'm looking, I'm like, you brought us, like, they're talking, like, we have people sitting here literally talking and discussing, is it a foul, or did he do it intentionally or whatnot? And the fact that, cheating works in MMA because you don't get penalized for it. Even Derek Lewis made a comment. I was like, I'm just going to do this because they're not going to take any points, and he's going to suffer from it, and I'm just going to keep on with the fight. So maybe in one way or another, I feel the commission, because when you brought up the Aljamain Sterling versus Petr Yan, I felt like the commission, or maybe the ref, was like, no, that was intentional, so it's a disqualification. Aljo, you're the brand new champion. I feel like if this same
you
fight
really think Petr Yan, who was up at that point, he was about to be up 3-1, do you really think that he tried to blast them illegally, or was he just confused, didn't know the rules? Like, there's a difference between throwing a knee and then being like, oh, I actually want to illegally hurt this guy.